So, still having debates with friends on Facebook, about the meaning of the word socialism because they don't want Democrats to be associated with socialism because it's the S word. And they deny that the National Socialists were socialists, even though they called themselves socialists. So we're not going to get anywhere parsing the word socialist or socialism. So let's just talk about freedom in general. What do the Democrats think about freedom? What are their policies, and how do they relate to the freedom to use your own property and to do your own free exchanges as you see fit? Well, basically every one of their policies denies you the right to make your own decisions and inserts a government bureaucrat into the midst to fix problems that would be caused by you making your own choices. So let's just take a few examples. Who do they think really owns the wealth, let's say, that the rich person has earned? Well, listen to their language. They will tell you that if you cut taxes on a rich person, you are giving the rich a windfall, which means that from their perspective, cutting taxes on a rich person means the government is giving them something. And that something that they're giving them is the money that they earned. So by definition, the Democrats believe that the government owns the money that you have earned. And if it chooses to let you keep it, that is a giveaway to you by the government. And that's their language. Okay, let's talk about something else. Let's say that a corporation, the board of a corporation, the owners of the corporation make a decision about how much money and in what kinds of money and compensation and value and wealth they want to pay the CEO of the corporation. Now, the Democrats believe that a government bureaucrat should be able to determine whether the amount of money that was given by the board that owned the company to that CEO is too much, because, as President Obama once said, at some point you've earned enough money. So they believe that if you, as a member of the board of a corporation, make a decision about how much of the money that belongs to the corporation, or benefits or wealth of any kind, it wants to give to the CEO in compensation for that CEO's services, they believe that they should be able to intervene. And if you've given that person too much, one of two things will happen. Either they will step in and prevent you from doing it by passing some law or regulation that caps the amount you can give them or penalizes you for giving them that much or something, or they will simply try to increase taxes on the other side so that the CEO has to give up more of that money, which basically means that whatever you've given the CEO then gets stripped down and they change it to whatever they think it should have been by that legal mechanism. So again, who really controls the wealth of the corporation? The government bureaucrat. Let's talk about Obamacare, the private corporation that offers health insurance. Who gets to decide what benefits they should offer in their plan? Is it a negotiation between the customers and the corporation about what the customers are willing to pay for which kinds of coverage and what the corporation is willing to offer to cover their risk for certain things? No, they don't believe in that. They believe that a government bureaucrat should set rules for what kinds of benefits you have to offer, and then those are the plans you have to offer. And you have two choices. You either offer plans that conform to their rules, or you get out of the market. That's what they call a marketplace for health care. So that's what they believe, is that the corporation should not be able to control what kinds of plans they offer. As far as the pricing of the plans, are they allowing the negotiation between the insurance company and the shopper for health insurance over what the shopper is willing to pay for the coverage that's being offered? No. The government has to approve the rates that you may want to charge. You want to raise your rates? You apply to a government bureaucrat. And if the government bureaucrat decides that the rates you want to charge are too high, what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to charge those rates. So, do you have freedom under the Democrat policy to decide either how much you're willing to pay and what kind of insurance you're willing to pay for, or what kind of insurance you're willing to sell and how much you're willing to sell it for? No. The government bureaucrats get to decide. So maybe you don't want to call that socialism, but it sure as heck ain't capitalism. And if there's something else, then decide what you want to call it. But the Democrats do not believe that you should be free to make your own decisions about how to use your own labor and your own wealth in a free market. They believe that the bureaucrats, who obviously know better than you do, should be able to tell you how to conduct yourself in the economy. And that's why I oppose them, because as far as I'm concerned, by any other name, the name for that is repression. Period. And I don't believe in repression. I believe in liberty. I believe in doing what our founders said we should do. The only purpose of government, according to our founders, is to secure the rights to life, liberty, and property. And the government that is envisioned by the Democrats doesn't do that. It takes those rights away and gives them to government bureaucrats to manage according to their compassion and integrity. And basically, you want to look at the compassion and integrity of bureaucrats, just look at the Veterans Administration and all the people who died, who were on hidden and scuttled waiting lists because the bureaucrats wanted to get their bonuses. That's how the Democrats want your life to be managed, by bureaucrats who couldn't care less about you, but only care about their own jobs and their own benefits. And that, my friends, well, I call it socialism, but whatever they call it, it's not going to fly.